Okay, today we got something a little different. One of my really good friends bought this Ryobi. It's a battery-powered impact. It's really not that old, and it stopped charging the batteries. And he was telling me he'd put the batteries in, and sometimes it would charge for a bit, and then it would just die. And he was telling me also that there was something wet coming out right here, so that kind of gives us a hint of what's going on. So let's take this guy apart and see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, I am back trying to get this apart. I had to get the rotary tool out and actually cut it apart. There is no other way of taking it apart. And it took me a while because, as I've told people before in the videos, I have Crohn's disease. And one of the things that I'm just a very fortunate, lucky person that I think about 15% of people have Crohn's disease gets this very rare, almost debilitating arthritis that comes along with it. It makes your joints swell up really bad and it's quite painful. I guess the best way to explain it, it's similar to like maybe gout or rheumatoid arthritis or something. But I'm dealing with that right now, so it makes life difficult, especially with what I do professionally. I guess you could say I'm kind of an engineer. I design and make things, and I do have guys that work under me, and I try to get them to do everything. But one of the guys I like to lead by example, and I'm real hands-on. But yeah, I'm kind of limited right now. But as you can see, I had to cut it open with the rotary tool, and let's see what we got in here. Take a look around. It's just our kind of standard, cheap switch mode power supply. And I can see right off the bat the problem here. Right here, you can see the capacitors bulging out, and he said it was kind of wet and leaking, so that's a problem, and we'll see what we can do about it. All right, and this is the part of the video which we're going to talk about safety. First off, I am not an electrical engineer. I'm just, or am I an electrician? I'm just an overeducated redneck that likes to piddle with stuff. This thing is dangerous. If you don't know what you're doing, don't be sticking your dados in here. All right, now as you can see, it's kind of just a simple switch mode power supply. You got your mains coming in here, and then you got this is a line filter, an EMI line filter here that's going to filter the frequency out, smoothing capacitors. Got glue all over the place, so I'm trying to figure out. That might be a fuse. No, that's a varistor. We got a varistor in here. I'm thinking this right here is going to be our rectifier. And as you can see, all this is what we consider the hot side. This would be the cold side. You can see the optocouplers here for the feedback. That's probably going to be, let me see, that might be a MOSFET or a transistor right here. Yeah, I'm not going to clean all this glue out. If I just got to change out a capacitor. A little inductor, and here's another filter capacitor. Our transformer here, it's going to transform the high voltage down. Once it's turned into a square wave, it'll transform it down to a lower voltage, and that's probably going to be another rectifier right there. But yeah, everything looks good other than this capacitor here, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be the problem. So let's see if I got one, see what we can do about fixing this thing. All right, this circuit board is not going to pry out. As you can see, it's molded around the prongs and everything. If I pry on it, I'm going to wind up snapping the circuit board. Well, I got the capacitor out. Kind of wiggled it a little bit so I could pull it up and went to snip it. And then I noticed this guy right here is loose. So I had to go and start cutting away the plastic. And I don't know if you can see right there, the trace has lifted up. I don't know if you can see that wiggling around. So what's already turned into just probably more time than it was worth fixing this is now coming in to see even more repairs, which I mean I can fix that. Let me get my loop on it. I don't know if I can. Yeah, the trace isn't broken. Yeah, I can repair that. So it just looks like it's just completely lifted up. Yeah, I'll be able to fix that. It's not a big deal. We'll probably get some epoxy on it and epoxy fingernail polish it, and probably just attach the leads for the capacitor onto this side without having to heat that up. But now I'm going to have to go in and build or fabricate a new case for it, which probably what I'll just do is solder some wires straight in right here. I don't really want to keep cutting and prying. I mean, this board is cheap and it's nasty. There's flux all over it. Yeah, it's Ryobi ought to be ashamed of themselves. This is not quality at all. But all right, let me get a capacitor to put in it. Okay, I cleared this spot out just a little bit better so I could get to it. And I also checked continuity and all the traces are good. So I was going to put it up to the microscope and repair it that way, but this is really, there's no need for it. So all I'm going to do is we're going to lift this back just a little bit. We're going to put super glue on it and then probably coat it with some fingernail polish also, and then well, I'm going to solder the capacitor on the other side and then hot glue it. Alright, I'm going to try to do this on camera right here. Let's see if I can lift it back. Nothing special, just be real careful with your traces. Super glue is not conductive, so use as much as you want on it. It'll be okay. We're just going to press it down. Make sure we make good contact right here. I need to buy some UV glue. I've also seen where people have added baking soda, I think it's baking soda, super glue. I think it makes it cure faster and adhere stronger. So. But I figured right now is not the time to test it. Alright, we're just going to let this sit and cure. Alright, and then I'll come back over and just coat around it real good. I don't think we're going to make any contact. There shouldn't be any opens anywhere, but we'll still go back over it with some of the wife's fingernail polish. Okay, I got a capacitor and got it soldered in. It is not the right capacitor. It's a 250 volt, 47 microfarad is smoothing capacitor. It's actually undervalued, but I think it should work for this application. But we're going to plug it in and test it out. Alright, I got it plugged in. Let's do the smoke test on it. She might go boom. Let's find out. Plug it in. No smoke, no hum. Got my multimeter here. Let's see what kind of voltage we're getting out of it. .5 volts. I would call that a success. And probably put it on the oscilloscope and see what kind of wave function we have out of it, but I don't think that's going to really matter too much, charging the batteries. But I don't have one of his batteries here to put it in the charger, put a load on it to see how well it functions over time, what kind of heat. But I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to put it in a case and we'll see how well it works. And I will show you once I get the case put back together, and then I'll report back and see if it worked or not. Okay, I got a little case drilled out here. Got some rubber in the bottom for shielding. And then I don't have any grommets to put in here, so I'm going to use this piece of rubber here. I'm going to run it through there, and then what I'm going to do is probably put some screws in it to secure it, and I'll hot glue all of it. I mean, I'm going to hot glue the whole thing, and then I cut the prongs off the plug here, and I'll hot glue across all that, and then secure this into it so it doesn't move around. And then I'm just hooking a 2-prong power cord. I'm going to solder it in right here through the top, and then I'll hot glue the whole thing there too. Well, as you can see, the light's on, it's charging. Got the box done. Got some wire stress relief in there. Got it all bolted together. So it's not the way I wanted to repair it, but I would consider it repaired. So there you have it. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Y'all have a good day.